Hello, welcome to the Knitting Project. My name is Sharon and I'm coming to you from Surrey in the UK, where I live with my family and my animals. Today is Saturday the 18th of January 2025 and this is episode 175. Welcome if you're a new viewer, welcome back if you're a returning viewer. Thank you so much for joining me today. Bit of a disclaimer from the top. I have not got as much as I would like to show you. I've had a busy week and last night I was very tired and it couldn't knit, which is really unusual for me. So I'm going to show you the progress I've made on everything, but I say this and then they end up at half an hour episodes, but I don't think there is going to be a very long episode today. I have got quite a few things to show you that has absolutely nothing to do with knitting, but you'll see those later on. So I'm going to show you the one and only knitting project I've got, and then we'll move into all the other bits. Oh no, I'm not, because it's not there. It's not there. Hold on. What did I do with it? Where's my podcast basket? There's my podcast basket. Oh, sneak peek. Well, it was funny, wasn't it? Okay, so to start with, these are my Lay Family Yarn Santa set. I think this is Santa's Pyjamas. Santa's Day Off, that's it. And then, oh, do you want to focus on that, please? Thank you. There we go. So that's the yarn. And oh, there was this mini. Are we going to focus? Sort of. So I decided I wanted to make By the Fireside socks, which is a pattern by Danny George of Little Bobbins. Her pattern has bubbles on the cuff. My socks do not, just because I couldn't bother to knit the bubbles. But so that's the cuff, and then I have knit one whole sock, so I guess I have managed to do something. But yeah, that's the sock. I did most of this one. My friend was here last weekend. This was mostly done on Sunday. And then I really have not got that far on the second sock, apart from the fact it's looking a right mess. Hold on. The needle I've got for this is way too long. So I've got one of these really, I mean, that's got to be longer than 1 metre needles. And I've got a tangle. So the cuff, that's the cuff. And then I'm on the rib, and it's the rib I struggled with last night. I could have done 3 or 4 rounds of rib, but I just didn't. It's not staying in focus. I'm having real problems with my camera setting. It's supposed to blur the background and focus on what's in the square, but it doesn't want to. Which is really annoying. There we go. So yes, that's as far as I've got. I only need 12 rows of rib. And I think I've needed 12 rows of rib since Wednesday. Oh, and it's not because I don't like ribbing, because I have not got a problem with ribbing, but I have got a problem apparently with being tired and knitting at the moment. So anyway, that's as far as I've got. I'm really hoping that I get a little bit more of this done. I'm going to the Waltham Abbey Wool Show tomorrow, so I'm hoping that I will have time in the car and actually get some of that done. We will see. It'd be nice if that is actually finished by the next podcast. That would be good. So there we go. So that's what I've done. That is all the knitting. I'm so sorry. That is all I've got to show you, which is awful. I knit my socks on 2 circulars, one of which is way too long and is driving me nuts. I'm hoping I can get another set of 2.5mm needles tomorrow at the show. And then I've got, this is, yeah, this, as I said, Slay Family Yarn. And that's the Santa Sock Club. The next one for the Santa Secret Sock Club, the next one for February is up at the moment, is on pre-order. So that's that anyway, and that's hanging out in my lovely Elderflower Stitches bag. I do love this bag. It's probably, I think it's the first one I bought from her, and it's a round bottom bag, which I love. Sorry, I seem really hesitant today. No idea why. My brain is taking a while to catch up with my mouth. Really helpful, isn't it? Not a condition I need on podcast day. Drinking coffee in my Animals at Night mug, which I guess theoretically is a Christmas mug, but it stays out all year round. I've been trying to do a little bit on my embroidery every day, and that's hanging out in a beautiful patchwork bag by Jules, So Sweet Violet. And I have made a little bit of progress. Doesn't look like much, but I have. So this is a kit from the Stitchery, and it's a Visit from St Nicholas kit, which I got a couple of years ago and haven't done. And then I decided this Christmas I really wanted to work on it, but I didn't really work on it at Christmas. I did do that parcel, but I didn't do anything else. But this week I've put the little ribbon on the parcel. I've done the little sweetie, a little square parcel, and a heart. My idea was I was going to do a thing a day, so I should have theoretically 7 things to show you, but I don't. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And I mean, I love it. It's going to be beautiful, isn't it? And they're only tiny things. Literally, I mean, the sweet took me 5 minutes. The heart is brilliant. It's 2 lazy daisies, and then you just do a straight stitch in the middle. So that's really easy. And I mean, that's padded satin stitch, so that takes a little bit longer. But yeah, it certainly doesn't take long enough to justify the length of time I'm taking to do it. Let's put it that way. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this once I finished it. I might, because it's a round, I might just leave it. I might get a padded hoop and leave it as a decoration. I'd like to put it into a cushion, but I don't have the skills to do that. I have had offers from 2 lovely friends though to do things like that, so we will see. I'm nowhere near doing that yet, am I? Slightly concerned that the Merry Christmas in the middle is done using sparkle yarn, which is that one, or thread. Please ignore how tangled this is. So it's done using this sparkle thread. But I'm not getting on with this very well. So I don't know whether to do it in just the red yarn, red thread, if I've got enough, because I think my stitching will be neater in that. And then part of me is saying we'll do it in the red and then maybe just do some gold thread going through it, or maybe do 1 strand of the red and 1 strand of the gold. Anybody got any advice? I would be very grateful, because yeah, I don't really stitch very well in this. I find it's quite stiff. Maybe it's because I'm such a new sewist. I'm not used to it. But let's just tidy this up a little bit. Oh, that red's come through. Oh, white, go away. You do not want to go into the red. There we go. I do love a stationery kit. You get everything you need, all labelled. You get instructions. It's great. So I've got a little needle case in here, also from the Stitchery. And I mean, I think this is supposed to be a Christmas one. In fact, I'm sure this is supposed to be a Christmas one, but it's just staying in here. A little notions pouch, which has got my sewing notions in. But I've enjoyed working on it. I find the stitching really soothing. So it's definitely something I want to reach for. And because it is quite quick, small parts, it does actually get reached for. I do actually do it. So that's the back of that, which I love. This is such a pretty sewing kit. Right, that's that one. And finally, my last piece isn't in a, you can see it, albeit blurred out. My final piece is my quilt, which is living in that bag there, which is hanging up on that wall. I'm not getting it down because the quilt itself is not in there. So I showed you this last week. This is the block of the month quilt from Vintage Sewing Box, which I want to take part in this year. And I was going to embroider the back of it, but I had a stopping point because I needed some interfacing. And I think my interfacing is in the top of that cupboard. However, oh, sorry, my husband's in the background. However, I'm not sure it is. It was going to be a mission to get to it, and I didn't want to go through all that only to find it wasn't in there. So I bought some interfacing, some wadding. So that's the wadding I've got. It's really nice. It's like a fleece. So the only thing I've done is attach my wadding. I've cut my wadding out. And I've attached it with my clips. That's all I've done. But I'm hoping this weekend I'll get a chance to work on it a little bit. I mean, I'm out all day tomorrow, but hopefully today I might get a chance to work on it. But I've really not got much to tell you about that, other than I got the wadding off of Amazon and I've attached it with some clips. The clips were from a tin I also bought on Amazon. So not much to talk about there, is there? And that's it. That's all I've done. Isn't that awful? I'm so sorry. Very short on content in that respect today. However, I have got some acquisitions that are slightly interesting. However, no, before I get to that, I did do something else. I spun this week. So a lovely viewer, Sheena, requested a spinning video, which you may or may not have seen. If you have watched it, thank you. And it was based on my wheel, which is a Dreaming Robots electric eel 6.1, and that's the spinning that I did. So this bit here, there, is what I did for the video. As you can see, it's majorly thick and thin. Really enjoyed doing it. Would like to spin every day, but really haven't got time. So I'm thinking actually a better, more realistic goal would be to get something on there a week rather than a day. And I don't know how I did that during Vlogmas. Can I just say that? Oh, where I got the extra hours from. I certainly don't have them now. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed this. It was really good fun. Yeah. So I did do that. And there's that one. The first thing out of my basket is really boring and it's freezer paper, but that's because I need it for my quilt, for the patterns. That's it, for the templates. That's the word I was looking for, templates. So I got myself some freezer paper. It is also relevant to this. So I got some books. This is all Gaynor of Tales of Cuckoo Land's fault. Completely. She's made the most adorable reindeers. And it's from a Tilda book, Homemade and Happy. I was like, oh, that looks amazing. And you know what? Even if I never make anything out of this book, the book itself is a joy. and I love it. I mean, it's just so, it's definitely the life I wish I led. However, there's some little things in here, like these little stars that I was thinking would make brilliant Christmas presents for, you know, decorations for friends and things. So I'm definitely going to try and make some of these things. See if I can find the aforementioned reindeer. Have we got a picture of them? There we are. That's them. Go check out Gayna's channel, Tales of Cuckoo Land. I think it was on Tales of Cuckoo Land. It might be on Gayna Jane, but I think it's on her Tales of Cuckoo Land channel. If you want to see hers, which is adorable. So, yeah. And of course, because when I do these things, I can't just stop at one, can I? I got the Tilda's Christmas ideas as well, which again I love, and I particularly love the fact that this isn't all fabric. Some of it is just how to make some little boxes, and some sweet cones. But the one I like is, I love these snowmen. Aren't they adorable? Come on, focus on that, you. So pretty. And then, yeah, these baubles are something I want to have a go at as well. Funny story about these. As you know, I'm a bit of a hoarder. You can see by this room, I am a bit of a hoarder. I have also developed unhelpful attachments, nostalgic attachments to items, to physical items, which makes getting rid of them even harder. So my kids had Santa sacks. You can see where this is going. Santa sacks when they were growing up. They are made of red felt, and over the years, the felt has all come apart, but it's only come apart on the back of them. The fronts are fine. Anyway, I was putting away the decoration boxes. Yes, I finally done that job. The decorations are finally in the loft. And I was going through the Santa sacks. I was like, right, I am going to bin every single one that's got a hole in. And I did. I put them in the bin. I then bought this book and realised that the red felt and the trimmings would be really useful for some of these decorations. This was the day after I had binned them. So I went to the bin, I looked in, I was like, well, there's not too much being thrown on top of it, nothing yucky. It was just coffee pods mainly, actually. I was like, so I brought them out and I've washed them. They're in the washing machine. And now I'm going to cut them out into bits of fabric and keep them for the Christmas book. I can't tell you the number of times I have thrown something away only to discover that very week I could do with it, honestly. Anyway, that's the Christmas one. Hopefully be able to make some bits from that. I've kept some old Christmas stockings that have gone as well, which have got trimmings on. But to be fair, I'd already kept them. That bit I had already done. But because obviously we are moving out of Christmas and hopefully going into spring, I saw this one and was like, oh, this is the spring one. Now, I have to admit, I haven't looked through this yet. I literally opened this morning as we went, oh, that's cute. Oh, I like that. It's a little sewing kit. Yeah, I just literally opened this as I was going into the podcast this morning. Oh, sewing workroom. So, yeah, I'm sure there will be some bits I will want to make out of this. Whether I'll actually make it, of course, is another matter. Oh, there's fabric boxes. Ooh, I like the thought of fabric boxes. Look at those. Might have to have a go at that. I got all of these off of Amazon. I don't normally use Amazon for books. I normally buy second hand and use World of Books or the Scholastic Bookshop. Scholastic Bookshop is really good because you can nominate a school of your choice to receive some money for each purchase, which is brilliant. But I decided I really wanted new copies of these because obviously they've got templates in the back. So, you know, they've got things like motifs and stuff. So if they weren't in there, that would be a bit of a disappointment. So I've decided that I'm going to get these ones new. And yeah, got some nice little books. No idea where I'm going to keep them because I do not have a bookshelf in here. Might have to clear the top of my... I mean, that is a bookcase, but it's not being used as a bookcase. So I might have to clear the top of my bookcase and put them on there. But yes, so that was that. And then I also had another So Sweet Violet delivery, which I haven't actually opened. It's going to be fun to show on here with its focusing issues. I'm really hoping it's not being too annoying. Right, so I got a Fibre Fairy. There we go. Oh no, we're going in and out. Hold on. Can we hold it with that hand and focus with that hand? There we go. I'm not going to get these out because you have seen them before. I got some more note cards because these are brilliant to put in with little packages. I got a Toft pom-pom. There's a little bubble pom-pom. So that might have to go on a hat for Ira because she looks dead cute in that. I got these, I think, are the same as the ones that I showed you last week. I really like them, so I thought I'll just get some more. Seeing as how Jules's progress keepers and stitch markers are my favourite, and obviously won't be able to get them anymore. I got some ribbon. One of them isn't in here. The red one's... Oh no, it is. It was the green one I used yesterday. So I've got aqua, pink, darker pink and some green. I used that yesterday on someone's present, which was a very, very late Christmas present, but I got there eventually. There's some Lucky Dip crystal stitch markers because we know how much I love a crystal stitch marker. And they live in my paper chase tin here. However, as you can see, I've got quite a lot out. Oh, quite a lot out at the moment. So I'm gonna. It'll be useful to have those in there. That can go in there, and then I love these. Some more of these crystal drops, which are just beautiful. So nice. Which I guess will go in that tin as well, thinking of it. They might as well live in there too. Look at me putting stuff away during the podcast and not waiting till the end. So that's that. I think that's it. I think that's everything. It's yeah, not the most content this week. This part's 16 minutes. There's been a few other bits and pieces, so hopefully it's a decent length for a podcast. Again, apologies if it's not. I'm off to Balsam Abbey Wool Show tomorrow, so hopefully I will have some yarny goodness for next week's podcast. I want to get, there's a string of sheep, which you will see next week, because then it will make it more sense. And James Makes You Yarns is there, which I'm really excited about. And Cat and Beg, which normally has some journaly bits. So that's where I'm heading for, is James Makes Yarns and Cat and Beg, All Things Sheepy, I think it's called, and my lovely friend Laura, who's got Folk Yarn Studio there. So yeah, and then I'm going to get to see my lovely friend Kate, which I'm looking forward to, and Sophie, and just meeting up. And I'm going with my daughter Katie, and I cannot wait. We decided that it's too much for Ira, so Ira's having a Daddy and Ira day, and I'm going to get a Mummy and Daughter day, which I don't get very often, because obviously I adore her daughter, and it's she's just adorable. I bought her a wind-up penguin to go in her bath, and she loved it yesterday. She just played with that thing out of the bath as well as in the bath. Yeah, she's so lovely to buy things for, because she really engages with them. It's not like she's just like, oh yeah, okay. And she's really interested. Bless her little cotton socks. So yeah, it was lovely last night. I was just very tired. Right, I probably should get this lot put away, and I also need to film a Saturday video, because I have not filmed that yet. I still do not know what that's going to be about, and it's 20 to 10 on Saturday morning, so I need to work out what my Saturday video is going to be and get that filmed, because I need to get that edited first, because obviously it needs to go up today. This does not need to go up till tomorrow, but it's all feeling a bit on top of each other at the moment. But yeah, I need to have a look and see what I can film. There were some comments from last week's video. Thank you very much for the suggestions for the white yarn. I shall look into all of those. Someone's put down whose hook it was that I used, that I showed on my crochet, so thank you very much for that. Lots of enthusiasm for the dishcloth knitting along, which I'm very, very, very excited about. And yeah, I can show you one thing. I've got a tracker, because everybody knows I love a plan. To those of you that are sitting there going, if you did less planning and more doing, you'd get more done. Yeah, you're quite right. I disagree with you. Well, this is another one I did. So my lovely friend Jules bought this for me as part of my our swap we did for Christmas, and it's a habit tracker. I crossed off the word habit and put in the word craft, so it's now a craft tracker. And it's saying all the way down here is all of my things I want to work on and whether I worked on it. So we've got homespun house socks, which I haven't worked on this month at all. That's quite scary. Jules's Dotted Ray, same thing. Elderflower Stitches mitts, which I did for 4 days in a row. Giddy Yarns Land of Sweets. I haven't filled that in, but I definitely worked on that. I need to find that. That's odd. Dandelion and Dogwood Heart and Cowl, did 2 days on that. Woolly Mama Sweet Shop Blanket, did 2 days on that. Woolly Goodness Blanket, I did 1 day on that. Lay Family Yarn Christmas Socks, I'm on 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, if I did a whole sock in 4 days, that's not bad, is it? I've got 5 and 6, so I'm on day 7 of that. Okay, I'll maybe not beat myself up about that. Haven't done anything on the quilt. Well, I have actually, because I attached that, so I need to put one in for that. Dishcloth I did 1 day. Why is that on the 15th? That's odd. It shouldn't be on the 15th. It should be on the 1st. Oh, I think I put the quilt in the dishcloth one. I think that's what that is. So the quilt should be on the 15th and the dishcloth should be on the 1st. Embroidery I've done 3 days. Spinning I've done 1 day. cozy memory blanket, I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, and I have had 3 videos out. So yeah, actually made me feel better about those Low Family Yarn socks instantly looking at that. So this is fun, just a fun little colouring of the boxes each day and as to what I've used. I just need to find somewhere to keep that that's not under here, because it's a bit of a pain under there. Oh, it's a bit of a pain to get to under there. So yeah, I'm excited about my Tilda books. I really want to get on with my quilt today. I need to think of a video to film. I don't know what I'm going to do for that. If you've got any ideas for snippets you would like to see, please do leave them down below. As lovely Sheena knows, I will run with the challenge. There'll be a part 2 of my spinning one when I'm plying, but that's not going to be any time soon, I don't think. So yeah, anything you'd like to see, just don't ask for a craft room tour at the moment, because that's not happening. One of my videos next week will be dedicated to my friend Kate, because it was her crazy idea in the first place, but I'm just going to leave that hanging there. But I will get that one done. Yeah, I totally blame Kate for that one. And yeah, if you think of anything, please do let me know. Right, all that said, I'm going to say goodbye for this week, because I need to get this video edited, even if I don't think of another video to do. So I hope you're all okay wherever you are. Take care, and I will see you next week.